reported today in The Verge. In 2020, Qualcomm's slower chips may be more important than its best ones. Qualcomm's annual Hawaiian press event to announce its products for the coming year is happening. It's there in part because Qualcomm needs something equally convenient for Asian and American attendees, and also because the company probably is still smarting from the reaction to its absolutely bonkers attempt to make CES its big annual keynote in 2013. If you don't know what I am referring to, you absolutely should click. As I briefly mentioned yesterday, the main thing that strikes me this year is how much more real it seems. Qualcomm is like Intel in one regard: it is several steps removed from being able to directly deliver consumer products, so it has to resort to big promises it can't actually directly make happen. Last year's event was a perfect example. The 5G demos on site turned out to be a big dud, my colleague Sean Hollister reported. A year later and we have real 5G rollouts in the US and actual 5G phones for sale. I would have put even odds that neither would have happened. Much of it is still more hype than reality, but the reality is there. Verizon's coverage maps show that it exists on a few street corners in major cities. Which, technically, is real 5G if you can find it. Ahem. T-Mobile really has rolled 5G out across much of the US with its more expansive spectrum, but there are precious few phones that support it, and we won't really know whether it's significantly different from LTE until more phones do. Command Line is The Verge's daily newsletter about computers, gadgets, and software. You should subscribe. I'm eager to hear your feedback. Please feel free to email me at dieter@theverge.com if you have thoughts. Dieter. By subscribing, you are agreeing to receive a daily newsletter from The Verge that highlights top stories of the day, as well as occasional messages from sponsors and/or partners of The Verge. That's where Qualcomm comes in. It is promising that the Snapdragon 865 will bring 5G, camera, and gaming improvements. That processor doesn't have an integrated modem at all, and the conventional wisdom is that everybody who makes Android phones will just opt to use Qualcomm's new 5G modem with it. iPhones will also have 5G as fast as we can, according to Qualcomm's CEO. Which means that next year we should have broader releases of phones that support 5G, plus networks that actually provide it. 5G is happening, but despite years of build-up and hype, I still couldn't tell you what it's actually going to mean to the average consumer. And I still believe anybody who says they can tell you is likely trying to sell you something. It's 5G, they're trying to sell you 5G. Beyond working with Qualcomm's new 5G modem, the 865 is important for purely Android-focused technical reasons. There is a long digression about how. For more on this story, visit the news article link.